Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. Hope you guys are all having a great day. I did not make a video yesterday because it was my lazy day. I was planning on making a video yesterday, but I don't know, my mind just drifted apart and I just played video games all day. But don't worry, I am making a video for you guys today. So before we get started, make sure you guys give this video a huge like, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, let's get started with the video. So have you guys ever traveled anywhere, or have you guys ever traveled to a different country, different state, or city, or gone on a boat or whatever, and you met a friend, or I don't know, like one of those cool memorable experiences where you make new friends or not, or maybe with family. Like have you ever experienced something that was like crazy, scary, super fun, mysterious, anything? Like, what was one of the craziest experiences you've ever encountered? And if you have, then comment down below what was one of the craziest and coolest things you've ever experienced in one of your trips. So now I am going to be talking to you guys about what happened on my 20th birthday when I went on a cruise last summer. And I went with my family. Yeah, it was a 1 week trip, I think. Yeah, 1 week. And I was hanging out with my family. We went to eat. We ate a lot. We went to different islands and we did so many cool activities. So then one day, my sister and I, we were walking around, and I told I didn't know what I wanted to do. My sister and I, we left the cabin of my parents. They were watching a movie. They didn't want to go out. My sister and I were really bored that day, so we went out. We walked around the cruise ship. We looked at different pictures. We passed by a concert. Like in cruise ships, there would be different events like concerts, shows, or a game, trivia, whatever. We passed by that and etc. And I would make YouTube videos there too. And also, and then I told my sister, hey, why don't we socialize with new people? Or at least I wanted to, because I was bored and wanted to talk to new people. So I met new friends. I met new friends at this club, and I talked to people. And there was this one girl that I saw, and she was really nice, really attractive. So I went up to her, and I said, hey, I am making a YouTube video. Would you like to make a YouTube video with me? She's like, oh, sure. And then we talked, and then we had really good conversation. And after the point where we were talking, it was like getting really late, and she thought she had to go because it was at night, and I wanted to make a video at that time, but I guess it was too late, so we didn't. So I told her, hey, why don't we make a video tomorrow? And she was like, oh, sure, let's do that. And then the next day came, and my family and I, we had breakfast, and then we went to the pool and chilled at the hot tub, and then after the island, I think it was Puerto Rico where we stopped by, then we chilled there, and then I came back, and then it was at night, in the evening. My friend completely forgot about me, and I kinda did, just barely. But luckily we encountered each other at the buffet at night, which was like around 8 or so. And then I went to her and I said, oh hey, I'm sorry, I totally forgot about our thing tomorrow, about our thing that we're supposed to make a YouTube video. She's like, oh, it's okay, I forgot too, I am sorry. So but then she said she was too tired. So what we did was we decided to hang out. We ate for a little bit, and then we went to this party that was at the back of the cruise ship, this late night party for teenagers. And there was DJs everywhere, music everywhere. And I had other friends too that I met before her. And I went to this group, and this girl was with me. And I was talking to my friends, and I was telling her about this cool girl that I met, and etc. And introduced her to one of my friends. And my friends was like, whoa, what are you talking about, or whatever. And like they were acting all confused. And I was like, never mind. So then I walked with my friend. We just walked around the cruise ship, just hanged out, and she was talking about where she was from, and I was talking about and she was talking to me and we were talking about where we were from and who we are more, like we learned more about each other. And she was telling me how one of her parents is like the manager of this cruise ship, like the director, and he like oversees this cruise ship and the company itself. And she was talking, and she was like she was giving me more information about like how her family like owns this cruise ship, how her family manages this cruise ship, and etc. And then the next day I went with my family to the Virgin Islands, which was called St. Thomas, which is one of the islands. And I was just hanging out there, and then my friend, she texted me and she said, hey, why don't you meet me by the boat at the end of the beach? And I was like, oh, okay. So I left my family. How I knew where she was because everybody came in like 5 buses back to back to back, and everybody went to the same beach, which was the most popular beach. And I had told her when I had signal on my phone, we finally had reception, so we texted each other. And then so I left my family and I went to the end of the beach, and then I saw her, and then we started hanging out and etc. We started hanging out. We were sitting by the trees just talking about how the view was amazing, how etc. And it was getting near the very end of our trip. We were sad we had to go. We were sad that the trip was gonna end really quickly. So we talked about how we could hang out when we finally gone back home. Like we could hang out sometime, etc. She said that she lived in the same state as I did, which is Florida, and I thought that was very cool. So the trip, and then after we talked for hours. I think it was like 3 hours. Then one of my family members texted me and said, okay, let's do a family picture before we go. So I told my friend that I had to go, so I left her. So I went with my family, and we took a family picture by the beach. We took pictures of everything, the palm trees and everything. And we all went back home. We all went back to the boat, and we ate for dinner. We got ready and ate dinner. And I told my mom about this person that I met, how she was nice and sweet, and she was a really interesting person, and etc. etc. And then my mom was like, oh, cool, but you should invite her for your reservation dinner at this birthday, for your birthday dinner. You should invite her for your birthday dinner. I was like, oh yeah, that'll be cool. I don't know if she would have dinner with her family though, but I don't know if she has dinner with her family though, but I'll give it a try. So I went to her like the next day, or I think it was the same day, not sure, because it was at night. And I went to my friend, and I said, so I went to my friend and I saw her bowling, and then I went to her, I saw her in the bowling area, so I went to her and I said, hey, why don't you come with my family and I for our last my party dinner, and the last night of the cruise. And she was like, oh, okay, sure, I would love to come. So I was like super excited, and my family and we got ready the next day. I got ready and I was like super excited. I had nervous. I had butterflies just because I didn't know how my family would see this person. And then all of my family members were waiting for me at the dinner area at the restaurant in the cruise ship. And then I told my family that I'm gonna go pick up my friend from her cabin. So I went to her cabin and I picked her up, and then we were walking, we talked, and then when we got to the restaurant, my family and I introduced her to this person. My entire family looked at this person next to me, and they saw no one. Like nobody was next to me. Like they're like, what are you talking about? There's no one next to you. I was like, what are you talking about? This girl is right next to me. And it turns out that the entire time it was all a hoax, and there was never a girl.